What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Matt Vega, one half of the Sports Trolls. Hit that like, hit that sub. Let's get into it. You're starting Jiu-Jitsu or you've been training a few months, and it's kind of hard when you first get into Jiu-Jitsu because you don't know what to do. You just kind of show up. First of all, you barely know how to tie your belt, and you don't know the ins and outs or the rules. You know, hey, you bow when you come onto the mat or when you leave the mat, and don't wear your shoes off the mat, on the mat, or always have shoes on when you're off the mat. But there are some unwritten rules to Jiu-Jitsu that most people don't know about, that you have to find out the hard way. Maybe this will help you. So here it goes. I have 5 of them. 1, if you're sparring with somebody, a lot of times you'll spar with somebody in class and you start from the knees. You start from the knees because the class is crowded, or the professor doesn't think you're ready for standing up for your feet because he doesn't want you to hurt yourself or hurt somebody else. So sometimes a lot of jiu-jitsu classes will have starting from their knees. If you start from your knees with somebody, and this goes for anybody, I've seen this happen to everybody. It's happened to me a bunch of times rolling when I was lower rank. When you start from your knees, don't jump up to your feet and go for the quick takedown. You guys are both starting from your knees. Don't jump up to your feet just so you can get top position. If you want to do that, both mutually agree to start from your feet, or ask your professor, hey, can we start standing? Usually the professor will be like, yeah, go over in the corner over there, but be careful. That's a Bush League move. Don't do it. You're not going to get in trouble for it, but it is frowned upon. And especially from us big guys, a lot of little guys try to do that to us, and it's not a good look. Don't do that. Number 2, when sparring and you decide, hey, I like fucking John Danaher, I like Gordon Ryan, I want to attack footlocks. That's great. Fine by me too. But you got to let your opponent know that you're sparring with in class, hey, I'm okay, I'm going to try to go for some footlocks. It's kind of like playing tackle football when you're a kid at the park, you know what I mean? Like, are we playing two-hand touch or are we playing tackle? We don't know what's going on. Same thing. Let your partner know before you roll with them that, hey, I like to play with the feet, or are you cool with playing with the feet? Just be respectful. These guys are your teammates when it's all said and done. So ask first, and usually 99% of the time, everyone's like, yeah, that's cool. So at least they know when you're diving at their ankle what they're getting themselves into. It's just kind of a respect thing. Let me see what else I got written down here. Asking your professor, I said this in a recent video also, asking your professor, when am I gonna get belted, is probably the worst thing you can do, okay? Professors don't like that. I've seen guys who are on their way to getting promoted ask the professor, why have I not got promoted? What do I need? Am I getting promoted this promotions? And I've seen professors be like, oh, he ain't now. So don't ask. They know when you're ready. Your time is coming. They've been watching. So just roll, have fun. The promotions will come when they come. Another one, number 4. Okay, if you're late to class, happens. We all work, different schedules, classes start at certain times, you show up late. You put your gi on. Don't just walk onto the mat and get in the class. Once you get your gear on, stand at the edge of the mat and wait patiently for your professor, the black belt, or the highest ranking belt on the mat to welcome you back onto the mat. That's just protocol, and most jiu-jitsu schools that I've been in, and it just kind of shows your professor respect, like, hey, yeah, I'm late, and then he'll let you on, and whatever goes on from there, but usually it's not that big a deal. Number 5, okay, I don't agree with this one, personally, but it is a rule, okay? As a big guy, I have trouble finding people to spar with in class because a lot of times people avoid the big guys, and we just sit there on the wall like, hey, no one wants to spar with us. First of all, if you're a big guy, you got to find your opponents. Because if you don't find your opponents, they ain't going to find you. They don't want to feel it. We're big, we're heavy, we're tire them out. They don't like it. So find your opponents. But there's a rule that lower belts have to ask upper belts to roll. Okay, so it's kind of like it's like an old school rule. So like, and this rule is based on higher belts. So when they come to class, they want to spar with better guys. They're not trying to waste rounds on guys who don't know as much and all this stuff or whatever. As a big guy, I welcome all rolls. If I'm rolling with you, I'll say, hey, I'm rolling with him, but I'll get you the next round. It's not that big a deal. So I really don't agree with this rule, but it is an unwritten rule where lower belts can't really ask higher belts to roll. Now, I think like maybe like asking a black belt to roll might be a little wild. I mean, I don't know if, when I first started out, I don't know if I had the stones to ask a black belt, hey, you want to roll as a white belt? But I mean, I think blue to purple to brown, it should just be a free fall. Everybody asks whoever wants to roll the roll. That's great. You know, even me as a black belt, if a lower belt asks me to roll, I'll be like, okay, yeah, sure. Whenever I can get the chance, let's get it done. So that's pretty much, those are some unwritten rules in jiu-jitsu that a lot of people don't tell you about. So when you're out there, just try to remember them. Maybe this helped you, maybe it didn't. Tell me in the comments. Let me know. I hurt my knee. Me and the big man, we usually do a lot of content together, but with our job, he's working a lot around Christmas time. I'm injured. We can't really get the scheduling together. January, it'll start picking back up where things slow down in our personal lives, where we can start doing more content together again. So, like I said, give us a sub, like this video, help us out, and I'll catch you guys around. Keep on smashing.